Vanessa, she's all energy. I love her vibe. She's so funny, exciting, and you can see she's just a rock star. She's a go-getter. Love her energy, yeah. The event is unbelievable. Such incredible women together, so caring, passionate, amazing, driven, go-getters. I just love the feeling of the tribe. It's just been amazing, yeah. Nothing short of perfect.
Give these amazing rock stars a hand for being so brave to come on up on the stage.
No, I think we're good.
Yeah, perfect. Who wants to start? We'll start with Tina Buchanan. Miss Tina Buchanan from sunny San Diego.
Hello, hello.
Yep, you're on. So tell us a little bit about your business. Tell us where your business was before you started and tell us where it's at now.
So my business before I started was very minimal, if anything. I graduated over a year ago, so I was probably at about $2K a month. And currently I'm at $20K a month. So.
Woo! So it works even a year later?
Even a year later.
Wow.
Yeah.
Give her a hand, everybody. It's amazing. Tell us a little bit about your business, though. Tell us what you do. Tell us what you do.
Yeah. So I'm an elder care consultant. So I work with the elderly and their family members to help them create the best plan of care for their loved ones. So, and I also have been coaching other professionals who want to start their own aging care business. So I have two different models there.
Very cool. And you did not only the ads, but you also did a lot of networking and local speaking.
Mm-hmm. I do a lot of local networking, speaking events, and now it's just referral from past clients. So word of mouth, right? When you do a good job, people start talking.
Did you find that helpful, the workshop profit secret system?
Yes, the workshop Profit Secrets was very, very helpful. It just gives you a very clear blueprint of how to do workshops, how to make the offer from the stage. And so it's super easy, super simple.
Right on. And one thing you would tell, what's your favorite, what was your favorite part about, working with the team and in the program? Because you were in the 10K program, you graduated last year.
For me, the biggest thing was the mindset switch. The light bulb went on for me there, and I've been able to maintain that ever since. And so once you begin with the mindset switch, with the support of the team and the accountability, and you practice it over and over again, it just becomes second nature. So it's just constant. I have that mindset. I never doubt it. And people look at me now and they're like, I remember you 2 years ago. You are a completely different person in the way I present myself, in the way I talk to people, in the way I talk about my business. You would agree with that?
Absolutely.
So it's just the proof is in constant accountability from the team, from yourself, and practicing it day in, day out, every single day.
Yeah. Big hand for Tina Buchanan. Thank you. Keep rocking it. Violet.
I joined the year-long program in November, and I was averaging right around $30,000 a month in my business, and now I've gone 4 months in a row so far, even in February, with over $50,000 a month.
Woo!
And January was $73,000 in cash collected. So that. And I just started my business 2 years ago. So I was where maybe some of you ladies are like, I don't even know what to do to get a group program and what's my niche and all of that. So yeah. And the reason that I came to study with Vanessa is because the way that I was doing it before was so masculine. We had a similar kind of training. And I would have really high highs and then really low lows because it was just push, push, push and aggressive. And it didn't work for me. It wasn't feminine and it wasn't embodied. So I really wanted to be with a woman that I trusted, that I respected, who was a total boss babe, but still knew how to connect to her body and be vulnerable and do all of those things. So I came for the consistency, and I've gotten it like 4 fucking months in a row. I'm super excited about that. So
And tell us about your business. What is your coaching business?
Yes. So I help women in love, dating, and relationships connect their bodies, find that pussy power, become a queen of dating and relationships. They can attract a soulmate and create a healthy, lasting love based on their adult self and not dating from their inner child who's rooted in old pain and trauma and attachment style.
Wow. Amazing. So notice both of these people are not selling money, but it still works, right? Okay. One thing you would say that, well, no, you kind of mentioned that was the feminine, right? The leading from the femininity and not just the masculine.
Yeah, I think that, and then something around like courage and coming from the heart versus coming from the head, which is similar, but I just want to share that distinction because I felt like before I would set goals and I would try to go after them, but they weren't necessarily authentic to me. And what I've learned from you is like, have fun, be yourself, be visible, and do something that you love. And I've always done what I loved, but I've been approaching it from the outside in versus the inside out. Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. Big round of applause. Awesome. Well done, Violet. John.
Well, I have to follow that. Shit. By the way, your shoes are fucking fierce. Thank you. Okay, so what's the first question?
So where were you? So John has done our 10K and 30-day 8-week boot camp. So tell us where your business was before and where you are now.
So my business, this time last year, I was like Vanessa's ad if I had an expensive hobby. And I joined the 10K, graduated in October, end of October, early November, and since then I've done over 15,000 in sales.
Woo! Big round of applause.
Excited about that. And what I do, so I'm a mindful eating coach. So I help women who are struggling with food addiction and stuck in the yo-yo dieting cycle and emotional eating. I help them completely break out of that cycle and reconnect with their bodies and their own body wisdom, and that you don't need all those rules and those diets and those restrictions. Your body is more powerful than anybody can ever tell you, any doctor, any diet, any expert. And becoming your own empowered internal nutritionist and reconnecting with like your power and going like, I got this shit. Like, so that's what I do. And what was the other question?
And you made sales in the program.
Yeah, like 2. And honestly, I think the biggest thing that the program gave me was it just completely broke me down and built me back up in like the most painfully wonderful, beautiful way I could ever possibly describe. Like when I came in and I was like a little bit cocky, I was like, I already have a coaching business. I only charge people like $600, but I have a website. Awesome. And then Kimberly and Vanessa came in, and I was like, oh, fuck. Like, that's uncomfortable. And just like held up a mirror to me. And I think probably the best thing, like I was telling Kimberly on my closeout call, I said like, I paid, $7,000 for it, but I got like $200,000 worth of like therapy and sisterhood and empowerment. Like I was like, this is worth way fucking more than $7,000. Like this is insane. And the accountability, honestly, some of the ladies here are the most priceless thing I took out of the program. This
Soul
one
sisters.
and this one and 2 down there.
Friends.
We just bonded, and even after graduation, we've just continued to hold each other up and support each other. And these are like my best friends now, and like they're not letting them go. So thank you guys.
Love it.
Woo! And I love Kimberly. I love you.
Great shares, you guys. Nikki, thank you.
So I did not have a coaching business. Is this?
Yeah, you're on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have a coaching business. My background is I'm a life insurance agent, and I've been in that business. I was in that business for about a little bit over 10 years, and I still have it, but I don't need to show up in it anymore. I've been making 6 figures for the last 15 years, but what had happened is over time, I just started developing back pain, and it got worse and worse and worse. And I became fortunate enough to finally meet my soulmate. And after about a year of being together, I'm actually surprised he didn't, disappear, just because how I was showing up, because I was so unhappy. And and I was always passionate about, women believing in themselves, just raising their standards and just taking action and, just doing what it is they want to do. And I taught that in my insurance business. And, I just felt called that, I want to more so focus on women and not selling life insurance. So found Vanessa, popped up in my feed. At first I thought I wanted to be a health coach. And then I realized after speaking with you in our Q&As, that's not what that wasn't it. It was more. And Vanessa helped me get very clear on what my gifts are, what I'm passionate about. So now I'm a confidence coach. Yeah. So the very last day in Courtney was doing the call. My very last call, ending the 8-week program, I booked my first paid in full client at $3,000. And that was just, that's cool, man. That's pretty awesome. And then since then, I've enrolled 3 other clients who have paid in full. And then I've had 2 others who put down good, significant, I call it commitment deposits. And it's just amazing. It's just, I'm just very fulfilled now. My boyfriend ended up proposing to me like 1 month into the program. He bought this ring a year before he proposed to me, probably because he was trying to figure out, do I want to, marry this miserable girl, or am I just, hanging out for a little bit? So just so many things, just so many things happen. An amazing man proposed to me. Really got clear in what I wanted to do, built my confidence more, made a little bit over 10 grand so far. And, the videos, like the visibility blocks was huge. Like, people like, who is, she sells insurance. Who is she coaching on confidence and believing in yourself? So I don't know. It's amazing. Like, if you're in the wealthy coach, awesome. But telling you, man, those live calls, priceless. That is where the clarity comes from. And it really, in Vanessa and Courtney and Nazim and the women you meet, like, you've got to show up and do those live videos. Like, you've got to. And you're going to need that ongoing, consistent support and just getting clearer and clearer and clearer and clearer as time goes on. So I feel like I've been talking for a while, but yeah.
It's doing a great job. Thank you. Keep rocking it, Nikki. So didn't have a coaching business before. Nope. Did you have a certification? No. Oh, wow. Still made money. Amazing. Amazing. That's it. So I really don't care if you have a website or don't have a website. What I really care is that you show up, right? You show up, and 90% of success is showing up. Well done. Thank you. Ty.
So I've been at this for a while, actually, but I wasn't really having the success that I wanted to have. I joined the 10K program in September, right after I had a failed retreat. As a matter of fact, I still went through with the retreat. I didn't have the numbers that I wanted. I went through with the retreat. The retreat was on Thursday. Saturday morning, before I went to my retreat, was my first call with one of the people on your team. Like, I was like, something's got to give, something's got to change. And so I took a leap and I made an investment and I joined. And I was doing the numbers in my head. But since December, I have booked over $22,000 in business.
Woo! Sounds like good numbers to me.
And it ebbs, and flows as much as my confidence in myself ebbs and flows. But I was saying, I was getting so used to this mindset, and that is one of the most priceless things about that shift that you need to make internally about, okay, $10,000 a month, $10,000 a month. And then I'm like, wait a minute, it's Saturday, and I just booked 2 clients for $10,000, $5,000 each person in 2 days. Holy shit. Right? And so I love this program because of the authenticity. I'll be really honest, when I first saw Vanessa's website, I was like, I don't know. Because she's beautiful and she looked like a mermaid, right? And I was like, she is so beautiful. She's like Disney princess and mermaid. And it was so far from anything that I had ever done before. But if you watch her videos, if you listen, if you enroll in the programs and you watch every week I would watch people enrolling in this program every single week. And the relationships that you build, the people, that was one of the reasons why I joined this. I needed to be around women that had a higher vibration. And this was it. I believe that light attracts light. And so the reflection of that, the people that you see in this room are a reflection of you, Vanessa, and of the team of people that you've assembled. So thank you.
Can I do a shout out? Can I add something real quick? So I just wanted to say a special thank you to you. So I'm from like the most beautiful hippy dippy town like ever. So Reading, close to Mount Shasta. She knows. It's gorgeous. And there's like an ancient language that they speak up there. And one of the words that I learned last time I went up there is espavo. Espavo. And espavo means the ancient of thank you for taking your power back. Oh, wow. And so I want to say espavo motherfucker to you. Because none of us would be here if you hadn't strapped your tits on.
They're strapped, man. Today they are on.
And like if you hadn't slayed your gremlins and taken your power back, none of us would be here. So I want to, can everybody give her a fucking round of applause? Stand up.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Love you.
Love you. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you. Wow. I mean, how does it get? Yeah, man. I'm just to receive all of this. Yes, yes, and yes. Oh, yes. You want to know what Ty does? Yep.
That's been an interesting journey. So I've got a lot of tech skills and all that fun stuff, but what I'm actually loving doing is helping people figure out what they're really brilliant at, and then how can they take that and market it as a online course or a signature program.
Yeah. And she's amazing at that.
Mm-hmm. And now, Ty, you're in our year-long program.
I've re-upped. I'm like, no, I'm doing it. I need the connection. I need the energy, and I wasn't going to let that go.
Yeah. The connection, the energy, and it doesn't stop, right? Just because you graduate from an 8-week program, guess what? There's Monday morning. You know what I mean? What are you going to do on Tuesday and Wednesday when you're by yourself? You're like, is that a good video title? I don't know. You know? So the accountability, it doesn't stop. You know, even at my level, it doesn't stop. I'm still making mistakes. Yes, even me. Right? And still getting accountability and moving forward. So thank you. Yes.
I just wanted to say one more quick thing, and I'm a high D, so I just feel like I need to say this, but I paid over double this for a year-long program that I was in, and I got a fourth of the value I've already gotten in 4 months from working with Vanessa. Like, I would have paid triple this amount for what I've gotten, and even just Nassim alone, helping me with my Facebook ads every single Monday, I'm getting over 100 calls booked a month for $50 a call. Like, it's amazing. So that alone, Nassim alone, Kimberly alone, I would pay. Like, I just want people to know market value of hiring someone like that is probably 2 to 3 times that, not even including what Vanessa brings to the table. So I just had to say that.
Thank you. Was it convenient for you to join?
No, I mean, my story is that I was really high actually in credit card debt at that point because I had so many low months after pushing myself so hard in this other like mastermind that was more I don't know how to say it, aggressive, masculine. So when I signed up, I was like, fuck, I don't even know if this 5,000 is going to go through on this card, but let's try it, and it did. So.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. You know, you can be generating a lot of sales, but you also want to be profiting and keeping money in your bank account. That's another part of business, right? So is it convenient? No, I guarantee this is probably not convenient for most people in here. It's not supposed to be, but it will be worth it.
Vanessa, she's all energy. I love her vibe.